You buy them a $50 orthopedic bed, and they choose to sleep in the cardboard box it came in. You think they are just being stubborn. But to a cat, that cheap cardboard box provides a psychological armor that a soft bed simply cannot offer. And if you stay until the end, what you'll learn in the final chapter will change how you set up your home for your cat forever. Chapter 1. The Ambush Predator Mindset. Think about the last time your cat climbed into a box. Did they circle it first? Did they sniff the edges before committing? Did they settle in and then just stop moving? That isn't comfort seeking. That's something much older than comfort. Your cat is a predator. Not in the way people say it as a cute fact, in the way that shapes every decision their nervous system makes, every single hour of the day. And a predator has one core requirement that overrides everything else. They need to see the threat before the threat sees them. 4 walls do that. A soft open bed in the middle of the floor does the opposite. It puts your cat in the most exposed position possible. No cover, no elevation advantage, no escape route that isn't already visible to something that might be hunting them. Inside a box, that calculation flips completely. Their back is protected, their flanks are protected. The only direction anything can approach from is the front, and they're already facing it. Animal behaviorists describe this as a refuge response. It's the same instinct that drives wild felids to rest inside hollow logs, rocky overhangs, and dense brush. Your cat's brain is running that same ancient program. In a corrugated cardboard box on your kitchen floor, the $50 bed never stood a chance. But the refuge instinct is only one layer of what's happening inside that box. Because there's a second thing that cardboard is doing, something that has nothing to do with safety and everything to do with survival in a completely different way. Chapter 2. The Thermoregulation Hack. Here's something most cat owners never think about. Your cat's comfort inside that box isn't just psychological. It's thermal. Cats need to maintain a core body temperature between 100 and 102 degrees Fahrenheit. That's warmer than yours. And maintaining it costs energy their body would rather spend on something else. So every environment your cat chooses is partly a heat calculation. Do this right now. Go find your cat's favorite box. Put your hand inside it along the wall, not the bottom. Feel that? Even at room temperature, the inside wall of a corrugated cardboard box is noticeably warmer than the air around it. That's not coincidence. Corrugated cardboard is a layered structure. The wavy inner flute traps air between 2 flat sheets. Trapped air is one of the best thermal insulators that exists. It's the same principle behind a down jacket, behind double-pane windows, behind the walls of a thermos. Your cat figured this out without knowing any of that. Their body told them. They tried the box once, and their nervous system registered. This place costs me less energy to stay warm. And they went back. A fabric bed conducts heat away from the body. Cardboard holds it. That's not a small difference for an animal, whose entire survival strategy depends on conserving energy for the hunt. That difference is enormous. In Chapter 5, you're going to see exactly how this connects to box size, and why the smallest box that fits your cat is almost always the one they'll choose over every other option. But first, a quick moment. If this is starting to explain something you've always wondered about, it would mean a lot if you hit like. It helps other cat owners find this too. Chapter 3. The stress reduction factor. There's a specific thing that happens inside your cat's body when they step into a box, and researchers have actually measured it. A study conducted with shelter cats living in one of the highest stress environments possible, found that the cats given boxes to hide in showed measurably lower stress indicators than those without them. The effect wasn't subtle. The cats with boxes adapted faster, engaged more with humans, and displayed fewer distress behaviors. Within days, that response traces back to a hormone, cortisol, the same stress hormone that floods your system before a difficult conversation, before a flight, before something that feels out of your control. Cats produce it too, and in an open environment with no cover, their baseline cortisol stays elevated, not dramatically, just constantly. A low hum of biological alertness that never quite switches off. The box switches it off. Not because the box is magical, because confinement in the right dimensions, with the right walls, signals to your cat's nervous system that the threat assessment is complete. There's nothing behind them. Nothing to the sides. The only variable is the opening, and they're watching it. Their brain registers, "I've checked. It's clear." And cortisol drops. Think about what that means for a cat living entirely indoors. No hunting, no real threats, but but a nervous system still scanning for both, constantly. The box isn't a quirk, it's the one place in your home where that scan finally gets to stop. And this connects directly to something in Chapter 4, because once you understand what the box is actually protecting your cat from, you'll see their hiding behavior in a completely different light. Chapter 4. The concealment strategy. What you've probably been calling your cat's hiding phase has a completely different name in their world. It's called asymmetric concealment. And it's not avoidance, it's control. Here's the logic of it. A box with an opening gives your cat something that almost no other object in your home can provide. They can see out, but nothing can easily see in. The contrast between the dim interior and your brighter room means your cat's eyes adjust to the darkness inside, and from that position, movement outside registers clearly. They have full visual access to their environment. Their environment has almost none to them. Be honest. Have you ever walked past your cat's box and felt like you were being watched even though you couldn't quite see them? You were. Exactly as intended. This matters because of what it does to your cat's experience of shared space. In an open room, your cat is visible from every angle. They can't control who approaches them, from which direction, or how fast. For an animal with a prey, animals' threat radar still wired into them, even after thousands of years of domestication. That low-level vulnerability never fully disappears. Inside the box, they choose when to be visible, they choose when to engage, and that choice, that tiny restoration of agency, is the thing that lets them actually relax in your presence. Not despite the hiding. Because of it, this is the callback to what I said at the very beginning. The armored cat in the cardboard box isn't rejecting your home, they're making it livable on their terms. And what you can actually do with this specifically, why the size of the box isn't random, is exactly what Chapter 5 breaks down. Chapter 5. The Size Myth.
Hello, welcome.
This next part is why I wanted you to stay, because the instinct most owners have about box size gets it exactly backwards. When people see their cat curled in a box that looks uncomfortably small, the first reaction is to upgrade.
Hey there,
Get
I
a
got
bigger
you a
box.
present.
Give
Look at
them
this
more
box.
room.
Isn't
That
this
seems
the
like the
best
caring
box?
response. But animal behaviorists who study feline spatial behavior have observed something consistent. Cats don't prefer more space. They prefer fitted space. The technical term is thigmotaxis, a behavioral drive to seek contact with surrounding surfaces. When the walls of an enclosure make light, even pressure against the cat's body on multiple sides simultaneously, the sensory input is calming, not confining. Your cat has scent glands along their cheeks, their chin, the base of their tail. When a box fits snugly, those glands make contact with the walls naturally, just by existing inside it. The box becomes scent-saturated within days, and a space that carries your cat's own scent is neurologically coded as claimed, known, mine. Every surface tells them, you've been here, it's still here, you're still here. A box that's too large doesn't provide that. The walls don't reach. The scent coverage is incomplete. The pressure signals are absent. It's not more comfortable, it's just bigger. The rule animal behaviorists follow. A box should allow your cat to turn around, lie fully on one side, and have their back or side touching at least two walls simultaneously when curled. That's the threshold. Below it, the box works. Above it, the box is just a container. And that understanding leads directly to the last thing. The upgrade most cat owners never think to make, because they're focused on replacing the box instead of improving it. Chapter 6. The box upgrade. Remember what I said at the very start, that cardboard offers something a $50 bed simply can't? This is where that claim lands. You don't need to replace the box. You need to modify it. One small cut, that's it. On the side of the box, not the top, cut an opening just wide enough for your cat to enter and exit comfortably. Low to the ground, maybe 4 inches of clearance. Now your cat has a front entrance they can monitor, and solid walls on every other side. The thermal insulation stays intact. The scent walls stay intact.
Oh, you like
But
that
now
box, don't
the
you?
opening is their choice, sized for
Very
them,
comfortable.
positioned by you. Place something worn inside it, not washed. A shirt you've slept in, a small towel that's been near you, or scent inside their refuge. Activate something that no commercial bed is designed to trigger. Your cat's brain processes familiar scent as safe presence. Even when you're not in the room, the box stops being a hiding place. It becomes a place where your absence doesn't feel like absence at all. This is what the refuge instinct was always reaching toward. Not walls for their own sake. Walls, plus warmth, plus the scent of the one thing in their environment that has never been a threat. That combination tiny enclosed space, maintained heat, Familiar presence is the closest thing to complete safety. A domestic cat's nervous system knows how to feel. Your cat isn't choosing a cardboard box over your bed. They're choosing the place that holds all of it at once. And that is what $50 was never going to buy.